Hi, my name is Melissa Johnson, and I'm interviewing for the position of Assistant Band Director at Jenison Public Schools. As for me and my background, I'm currently the band director at Calvary Schools of Holland, where I teach 5th through 12th grade band and middle school choir. I also previously taught at a school doing first year band and second year band. It was a very new program, and both of those groups had students ranging from 5th through 8th grade. Where I am now, I get to teach beginning band, middle school band, high school band. I get to see them all the way through graduation, which is really such a blessing. Each group has its challenges, but it's also really rewarding that I'm able to work with students from such a young age and build those relationships and then see them all the way up through graduation. Not every teacher gets to say that they do that, so it's pretty exciting. I also graduated from Hope College, and before graduating I was able to work in many different school districts in the area. I worked at Zeeland Public at the middle school, Holland Christian, high school band. I also student taught at Northview Public Schools with Greg Wells at the high school. Occasionally I'd go down to the middle school and work with some of the middle school students there. It wasn't an official placement, but I was able to get some experience down at the middle school level too, which has definitely helped in my teaching now. I've been in West Michigan for about 6 years now, and I have heard wonderful things about Jenison Public Schools, from the strong academics to the fine arts to caring about the whole child, both emotionally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and really caring about each and every student is something that I just deeply admire about Jenison. On a personal note, I had a friend who student taught in Jenison Public Schools and just absolutely loved it. She was in the vocal music department, and she couldn't say enough about how wonderful the staff was and the student was, and just everything about it was just so wonderful. And ever since hearing all of that from her, I have just really hoped for a position like this to open up in your school district. I'm qualified for this position because of the many age ranges of students that I work with. As a 5th through 12th grade band director, I teach elementary students and middle school students and high school students, and I know that age range is a huge part of this position, working with middle school students and high school students, and it's something that I have quite a bit of experience in. I also love the idea of team teaching. Having other teachers to collaborate with is something that I absolutely love. At Calvary, we have 3 music teachers. I'm the only band teacher, but we have 3 music teachers that I get to collaborate with for 3 performances that we do each year. I also share a room with the elementary music teacher, so we bounce ideas off of each other all the time. Sometimes I even join in her class and work with one group while she works with another group. I just love being able to collaborate with teachers and bounce ideas off of each other. And in this position, I'd have other band teachers to work with and collaborate with, which is super exciting to me. I also am qualified because I have a lot of chamber group experience, and working with small groups. I played in a woodwind quintet for 8 years in high school and then in college, so I'm very aware of how to work in chamber groups. I was also given the privilege this year to work with a quartet for the entire year at the high school band that I work with. It's been such an experience to be on the other end of things and coach them, and I absolutely love it. So this is some unique experience that I have that would make me even more qualified for this position. On top of my teaching experiences, I've also had some unique opportunities that set me apart for this position. This past March, I was given the opportunity to be the guest conductor for Hope College's High School Honors Band. I was able to introduce, teach, and perform a piece in a day and a half with a group of high school students. These students worked at such an amazing level of playing, and it was a great opportunity to be able to work with them. I am also a fairly regular player with the Holland Symphony. I keep myself a skilled player and performer so that I can hold my students to the same standard. Some of my favorite pieces have probably been Mahler 1 and Pictures at an Exhibition. I also teach privately and have performed at many churches in the area. I also do the occasional wedding. I also know that as an assistant band director, it's important to have strong conducting skills. I had the privilege to study conducting privately with Dr. Gabe Southard while at Hope College. Starting my sophomore year, I conducted one of Hope's bands each semester, each year, and was even able to conduct the Wind Ensemble when they went on tour to Boston in 2014. It was an amazing experience. I conducted Irish Tune from County Derry by Granger. It was a beautiful piece and a great opportunity to take it to Boston. I've also looked into some summer conducting symposiums to travel to so I can continue learning and growing my skills. Conducting is something that I find such joy in, and I absolutely love doing. One of my favorite teaching pieces for young bands is Fighting Falcon March by Todd Stalter. It's a grade 1 piece. This piece is great. It's an introduction to marches and march style. The kids also just absolutely love it. It has repetitive melodic lines for all of the instruments, which is great because once they've grasped one section, they can continue playing that through the rest of the piece. And it's also challenging because they're not all playing the same thing, which they might still be used to playing all in unison, but they have something that they can grasp and hold on to for the rest of the piece. It has great melodic lines for both the woodwinds and the brass and the percussion. I find that a lot of beginner pieces are just too simple for the low brass and for percussion, while it might be just challenging enough for the woodwinds, clarinets, flutes, and also trumpets. But this piece really gives each section their moment of glory and isn't too easy for each of them. It's also a beginner piece that the students just really enjoy. They love the march style and the accent to it, which might be new to them, and the whole idea of march style is new to them, but it's something great that they enjoy. I did this piece at the end of last year for our last program, and a couple weeks before the concert, they'd all come in and they'd say, "Let's all play Fighting Falcon March," and they'd all get out their music and they'd all play through it on their own, all together, because they just really enjoyed the piece, which was awesome, because if they enjoy the piece, it makes it a lot easier for me to teach. So it was just a wonderful experience. I love this piece because they enjoy it, and they also can learn quite a bit from it, but it's easy for me to teach. Attached, you'll find a video of one of my recent performances. You may also go online to my portfolio at melissajohnson715.wix.com/portfolio. Here you can find other videos and pictures of my teaching and performances, and also a student testimonials page. Thank you so much for this opportunity and for your consideration. I look forward to hearing from you soon.